What do you want to start with?
Let's.
Where do we even begin?
Okay, let's start old. Let's start old, and we'll get to the newer ones.
Okay,
I'll do one each.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's start
Start with the classics.
let's go in chronological order.
I played Fuck Mr. Thatcher first, and that was quite the trip. I'd never heard of this game.
So this was a meme game that was huge.
Yeah, no kidding. I can tell.
On Newgrounds. This is a Newgrounds classic.
Fuck, Game Grumps did a let's play of this that is still on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube?
It's on YouTube.
Yes. What? It's beyond me.
This was always a classic on Newgrounds. I think this was made back in like 2003, around the same time as another game we're going to be talking about.
I would also say that like, there's no way this is like. I don't think this is like a Guna game.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think of Guna.
It's a meme Guna game.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, because it was back, like I was playing it, and my whole thoughts were like, basically the premise of this story is that you are a young adult who is having gay fantasies of your friend's dad, Mr. Thatcher, and your goal is to have sex with him. Yeah. And basically the entire punchline of the game is, haha, gay.
Yeah.
Which is like...
It is peak early 2000s.
It's just like, I'm playing it now, it's so cringe. Like, you're like, oh. And did you read the diary?
I did read the diary.
I was embarrassed. I've never been embarrassed reading something on this channel before, but I was embarrassed reading the diary. It's like
so
getting
funny.
in this diary, it's like everything that if I was 13 in 2000 that I thought was funny about being gay, I would just write that down. Yeah. And that's what the diary is.
Yeah, it was clearly made by a high schooler who thought that was funny.
In some sense, I'm glad we played it because it is a reminder of how cringe
far we've come.
and how far we've come as a species on the internet.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Holy fuck, was this shit cringe?
Yeah.
And not fun.
So the question is, did you end up fucking Mr. Thatcher?
I did. So
okay. I actually misread when you post it on the group chat to be like, play this game. I'd never heard of this game before, even though I was like peak Newgrounds.
Yeah.
I actually misread it. I thought it was going to be a much more controversial game.
Okay.
Because I skim read, and I thought it said "fuck Mrs. Thatcher."
Oh my god!
I was like
Margaret.
I was like, what? What are they recommending me right now? I was like, but it is Mr. Thatcher.
That is probably also a Newgrounds game somewhere.
Probably.
Knowing Newgrounds.
Did you end up finding it eventually?
Yeah. I actually didn't know it was going to be on Newgrounds. I thought it was going to be on some random Flash website because that's what I found Frank's Adventure on.
Yeah.
But with this one, I realized early on that I needed to deprogram my visual novel brain because early on I was like, let's just go with the losing path, even though I know it's losing, just because I want to see every option.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, every option leads to the same fucking dialogue option. So I was like, and you have to unlike vision novels, you have to restart right at the beginning if you fail. There's no save spots. There's no save states.
Yeah, I fucked up right away and then I got it in one turn. I don't know if that's good or bad. And what I realized is that when you're playing this game, you sit down on the couch with him and he's like, sports, huh? And the voice acting is fucking awful.
It's so bad.
And not that I want it to be good. I don't want it to be good. They're like, oh, do you like sports? And the answer is yes or no. And it's like, okay, can figure this out. It's probably
clearly
it's
yes.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, what should you do next? It's like, take a shot, kiss him in the face. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll take a shot. But take a shot.
Yeah, it's usually 3 dialogue options.
It's very obvious.
It's like the one that is obviously like correct, which is the most normal answer.
Yeah.
The one that is like slightly like, oh, okay, maybe if you were a bit of a weirdo, you'd answer it. And then the last one is always like, you're so fucking hot, man.
Yeah.
Where it's like clearly like the gayest option in the thing, which is clearly incorrect at the beginning.
Yeah.
And I also forgot how short this game was.
Yeah, this is only like a 10-minute. I mean, it's on Newgrounds. It's not going to be like a fucking 30-hour JRPG.
What pissed me off is that like at one point it was like maybe the options, and I clicked do nothing, and then I ended up kissing and like stroking his penis, which I was like, that, which in terms of this lore and this world building, go ahead, but I didn't choose that.
Yeah.
I should do nothing. And he's like, starts kissing him. I'm like, that's not nothing. That's not nothing at all.
This game actually made me angry.
Yeah.
Why? Because I had failed like 4 times. because I was just fucking about. And I just got bored of replaying the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm just gonna choose what I think is the right dialogue option. And at no point was there a transition from Mr. Thatcher not being okay with your advances to immediately just sucking
Very
dick.
unrealistic. Very unrealistic.
There's no transition at all. It literally goes from, hey,
yeah, he's homophobic, and then 2 seconds later, he's all for it.
yeah.
So what you're saying is there wasn't enough character development.
No, there wasn't.
Yeah, and the implication was that if I put enough drinks in him, or anyone for that matter, they turn gay.
Yeah. The only transition was me slightly accidentally putting my hand on his knee, and he being like, "Don't worry about that."
Which he did first. He
Yeah.
advanced on me first.
He did do that first. That is true.
Yeah, and then immediately you go from touch crotch, immediate fail game, to do nothing, immediately suck dick, and he's okay with it. What?
Yeah, it's very unrealistic. I
Yeah.
feel like they didn't plan out the routes as well as they should have.
Yeah.
And I don't think it deserves its legendary status amongst Newground.
I mean,
enjoyers.
legendary is saying a lot. It's
I
more
don't know.
infamous than anything.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wasn't really a fan of this one, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Not the greatest game of all time.
No.
Very unrealistic dialogue tree.
Yeah.
We've
It
come a long
is
way.
the most early 2000s Newgrounds game ever created.
Yeah, and
I don't know what more is there to say about it,
It's
honestly.
kind of hard to say more.
I mean, it's a 10-minute experience. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Would not recommend it, but it is a time capsule
It is.
of the internet.
The amount of time we've talked about it is how long it takes to beat the game, basically.
yeah, basically.
it's not worth it. Don't play it.
It is not
Don't
worth
play
it.
it. Just
So
Yeah.
that's fuck Mr. Thatcher. Next up, another Newgrounds classic.
This one's actually classic, though. Frank's Adventure.
Frank's
why
Adventure.
is Frank's Adventure? Because I've never played this game.
Because this was, I think, the first, like, at least for me anyway, this was one of the first, like, adult games I ever played, like, growing up.
Really?
Yeah, because this was back when, again, like, early 2000s, I was on Newgrounds, I was discovering what Flash animations were.
Yeah.
And at the time, I was watching, like, guys like Ego Raptor and, like, a bunch of other, like, classics from that era. And then I don't think it was, if I'm remembering correctly, when I initially went on Newgrounds, there was no adult section. And I
Right.
think it was until afterwards that they were like, okay, let's make an adult section.
Right.
Because clearly there are people who are trying to like bypass the system to make R18 games, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, there's an adult section? And obviously I'm not 18 yet at the time. So what do you do when you're not 18 and you're starting to get into that part? Yeah, you lie. And you're just like, fuck it. Let's check it out. And this was the first game I saw on it because I think the thumbnail is like an anime girl.
Yeah.
So I was just like, ooh, yay, I like anime. Let's click this. And then I played it, and this was the first time where I'm like, wow, gooning, boobs, sick.
Yeah, this game sucks. This game fucking sucks.
Okay, it's a step up from the previous game.
That's like not hard.
And you know what? This out of everything that we played, this was on like the higher tier, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know how much that says.
Genuinely, the most out of all the games we played for this episode, I had the most fun playing Frank's Adventure. And that's saying a lot.
Dude, I guess so. Okay, so to explain the premise of this game,
Yeah.
as a Newgrounds game, one of the OG you said, right?
OG.
And you
It's like
basically
2003, I
have
think
to
it was
acquire 5 pictures of 5 naked ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Through different means.
Yeah, you've been scouted by an adult magazine company, and they for some reason are like, hey, we need more pics for this issue. So we need you to go out there and collect some nude pics.
Yeah.
But the way you get these nude pics is just the most
This is random.
LOL random
Yeah.
Newgrounds early 2000s humor.
So for one of the pictures, you have to acquire Coke from Spike
Spike.
Spiegel. Which I don't know why.
I remember when I saw the Digimon characters in this, I'm
Yeah.
like, is he Ty? What the fuck are you doing here?
Yeah, so you have to buy Coke from Spike.
Yeah.
And then you have to and I'm sure all the other anime girls are from some anime that I don't know.
Yeah.
You have to then trade the Coke for a naked picture of this
Yeah.
girl. And then
No, she wants Coke. So you have to give her the Coke.
Yeah, you give her the Coke for the naked picture. Another girl will just wants Coke, so you have to buy 2 grams to sell to her to get money. And then this is where I started to run into my frustration with the game.
Yeah.
It was very easy to get soft locked.
Oh, really?
Like once you had no money, there's no way to get more money.
Oh, yeah.
And so the game wasn't very well thought out.
Yeah.
Because once I'd bought my Nikes,
Yeah.
and at one point to get one of the notes, you have to chase a dog down. But you can't get that until you buy the $210 shoes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So you have to chase the dog down.
Wait, what do you mean you didn't know that?
I just randomly bought the Nikes and then just found a dog.
Yeah. So yeah. So
Yeah.
and the dog has a phone number, and you call the phone number.
Yeah.
And then you meet a girl in a movie theater that's playing jiggling boobs, and she'll give you the photo for $200.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I found the only way to actually beat this game was to go to the casino, and
Oh, you went to the casino?
put it all on red.
Yeah,
double
yeah,
my
same
money,
here, same
and
here.
then I could eventually go and beat the game.
Do you know what I found out? I don't know, because the first thing I did was go to the casino as well and just trying to get as much money as possible.
Yeah, sure.
And I realized that I thought what I would do was just gain enough money, game the system, and if I lost, I would just restart the game.
Yeah.
They did not randomize it. It is scripted which one comes first, and I think it just alternates from red to black, red to black.
No, I kept putting it on red and kept winning.
Did you?
Yeah.
Maybe you just got really lucky.
I don't know, but hey, maybe gambling good. So yeah, you just have to acquire 5 pictures of naked anime.
Do you know what the part that I struggled the most with this one?
Game Boy one?
The Game
The
Boy one.
fucking Game Boy. Holy shit. So there's a segment where Ty gives you a Game Boy and you have to beat another mini game.
Yeah.
You have to beat another game within this game, and it's basically just fucking Angry Birds or some shit like that, where you're going down a ski slope.
Yeah, it's
and
literally
you have to jump over.
It's literally, you know that game on Google when it
T-Rex,
gets disconnected,
yeah.
the T-Rex one, where you have to jump over trees. It's basically that.
Yeah.
I had to actually focus to beat this. I was like, what the
It
fuck?
was so hard.
See, because you'll see it in my POV, but I've played this game before, obviously, and I beat it very quickly. I beat it so quickly that I decided to start speedrunning it.
What?
I did a speed run of this game in the recording.
Okay.
My PV.
I thought you meant back all the way back when.
No. For this video, because I beat my first playthrough of the game. I kind of, as I was playing it, I was like remembering very slowly what to do.
Yeah.
And so I beat it in like 10 minutes, and then I was like, well, my recording is over in 10 minutes. Fuck it, I'll learn how to speed run it. My PB is 2.5 minutes of this game.
Wait, so in this picture, I had managed to acquire all 5 of the naked ladies.
Yeah.
Faces, and I was like, okay, good. And then I did not know if there's any ending cutscene or anything. I couldn't get anything.
It just ends.
It
just
didn't
ends.
even end. It's just like nothing happens.
Wait, what? No, it ends.
Yeah.
Wait, I got 5 pictures.
You need to go
you have
sell
to go
them.
and sell them.
Who do you sell them to?
The
The old man and the
Yeah.
old man.
Wait, when I went to him, I couldn't get any. Like, I kept getting the same dialogue.
You just click on the pictures and click sell.
You open the picture and it says sell. Also, you guys didn't have to go to the casino because every time you sell a picture, you get money for it.
I didn't know that.
So the strat is to acquire like a couple of pictures that are easy to get without the process of going to Spike, sell those to get money, and then buy everything else. That's how I speedran it. Strats.
I didn't know this.
That's the strat.
So where do I goon in this game?
So the gooning portion is the process of acquiring the picture,
Right.
seeing the terribly what is clearly traced.
Yeah, it's like like they're fake. There's like fake boobs on
Yeah.
anime.
I'm pretty sure I recognize most of the girls on the pictures from like some old 80s hentai.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure some of them are like from Shin Angel or some stuff
I think so, yeah.
downloaded from LimeWire when I was like 10
Yeah,
or some
yeah.
shit like that.
I'm sure, like, if I'd never seen porn before, this would be like a revelation.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying though. I played this game when I was like, I don't know, 12, 13. Like
Yeah.
when I was like just hitting puberty and I was like starting to be like, oh yay, boobies.
Yeah.
And I remember, man, 12, 13 years old, like I didn't have the knowledge to like just go on, a porn website or anything like that, or like use Google Images. Like the only thing I was like, okay, my arsenal is newgrounds.com and Flash games where I play like Tank, right? So I was like, well, this is the only hub that I know of where I could potentially get gooning material. So that's all I had back in the day. If I wanted to goon in secret from my parents on the family computer, I opened up Newgrounds and played Frank's Adventure.
Okay. I didn't know this until I started playing it, but I noticed there was a Frank's Adventure 2. There's a Frank's Adventure 3.
There's 6
as well.
of them.
There's 6 Frank's Adventures?
Yes.
Is it all the same gameplay mechanic, or do they ever improve and iterate on its formula of just getting pictures of naked anime girls?
I think it's the latter, if I remember correctly. Like the latest one, yeah, I think the guy like shit these out like once a year or something, or once every 6 months.
Yeah.
And yeah, I remember the later games, it was a little bit more, I say this with a grain of salt, a little bit more intuitive in terms of its gameplay. It wasn't just like LOL random at all times.
Yeah.
But yeah, this first one is just like, man, I forgot just I was like, yeah, most if not all Flash games back in the day looked and felt like that.
Yeah, the porn felt like a secondary aspect.
It almost did, didn't it?
Yeah.
It felt like a game first.
Yeah, yeah. which is respectable actually, because it was just like suddenly you just got a picture of naked girls.
Yeah, I kept getting like I was like whiplash whenever I opened the picture. Oh god, yeah, I'm collecting naked pictures here.
Yeah, that's the whole point of the game.
Yeah.
And then I was reading the comments of it. People were like, damn, this is my childhood. This is so good. And I was like, what the fuck? And there was one comment was like, it was like sad face, like, yeah, we really were misogynistic as fuck back then, huh? And you're like, yeah. Like, all of these games have aged extremely poorly.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the modern stuff isn't much better.
Yeah, we don't
I wouldn't
recommend
say
you
the
play
modern
any
stuff
of these.
is. I'd say it's actually better than some of the modern stuff that
Which
we
is
played.
not a good thing.
Yeah, which
Like,
is insane to say.
Yeah.
But
not good at all.